Alrighty everybody, it's Michael Alder here from CarpetExpertBlueprint.com, and in this video I want to share with you the pros and cons of running your own carpet installation business. Now typically we always want to hand deliver the bad news first, but let's start off on a positive note so you know what's really in it for you and why you should be pursuing this. So first and foremost, let's talk about money. Same day cash. A big pro. Now, if you're working for the stores and the workrooms and things like that, typically you're getting paid every week, every other week, and a lot of times they're holding retainers from you, or if there's a question about a job, they're withholding your pay, and they're really in control of your money. When you run your own carpet installation business, you're getting same-day money. You go out, you do the install, you do the repair, you get the check, you get the cash, you're paid same day, so there's always cash in your pocket, and you're never going to have the struggle, or the struggle is going to be very small because you're in charge of your finances. Which leads us into another pro. You set your income. As hard as you work and as good as you are at selling is how much money you're going to make. You're not limited to whatever the store says you could do this week or what they have available for you. When you run your own business, you set your own income. So that could be anywhere from, if you do next to nothing, $800 a week to as much as $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a week. And yes, that's very much possible when you're out there hustling and selling your own jobs. So if you're, stuck in that world, as most installers are, from the $800 to $1,200 a week, you can really see your income explode when you expand into running your own thing. Huge pro right there. Next one, you set your own schedule. Whatever you want to do throughout the day, you're in charge of that. If you like to start early and get done early, great, and you can create your income around that. If you like to start early and finish late and make a ton of money, even better. You got that grind on. If you like to start late morning and run late, sometimes I do that. I'll get up, work out, do my routine, do my emails and all that, and sometimes we'll hit the first job at 9:30, 10. I'm in charge of my own routine, and you can be as well. So however you want to set your schedule and structure your lifestyle, that's a huge pro of running your own business. Next, you get to work with people you want. And I'm talking about not the helpers here. That's a whole nother video right there. I'm talking about the clients that you target. When you have cool clients, your job's awesome. You have very little to complain about in life. So what I like to do personally is I go after the upper middle class, what people classify as upper middle class. 2-income family, lower 6-figure income, that's my target market right there. I don't go after the super wealthy, and just being blunt, broke people are broke, man. They want to haggle you down to nothing. So if you target the upper middle class, 2-income family, lower 6-figure income, they're the best client you could possibly have. They're typically more laid back than any other client, and they always have $2,500 to $5,000 at their disposal for new flooring, and they don't bat an eye at it. That's an ideal client. There's plenty of meat on the bone for you when you're selling to people like that. It's a perfect scenario all across the board. The next pro, you get to go into a new workplace every single day in most cases. So you're not going to the factory, you're not going to the same type of nightmare job site. You get to go to a different house that you've already seen, you know what you're walking into, that you've sold, so you're mentally prepared for this. You're not walking in blindly like working for a store, or like I said, being stuck in a factory lifestyle there, where you go to the same spot every single day. A new environment equals new challenges, and you get to grow from that, and you could have fun from that. So that is a huge perk of running your own business. Next pro, you're the boss. Like I said, this goes back to the whole, setting your schedule, setting your income. When you're the boss, you call all the shots. Now, if something goes wrong, you got to be willing to admit, hey, this was under my watch, and I was wrong. But when things go great, you get to take credit for that too. So being your own boss is an amazing feeling. So that is another pro. What we got next? You're able to create new side hustles within this. So once your name gets built up in the marketplace, people will look to you as the go-to guy or gal. Now, you may just do flooring, but you could also sub out other services if you wanted to get involved with that. Maybe you know a bunch of great roofers. People say, hey, you know a roofer? Yeah, call so-and-so. And then you let them know, hey, my client Sally's going to be calling you. If everything goes through, kick me $200 off of it. And you can create these additional income streams from just being the go-to person in your marketplace. Huge pro. Let's see here. Another pro. Low barrier to entry in the carpet game. And actually, versus a lot of trades there, a lot of the tools you have to buy in other trades are definitely expensive. In the carpet game there, you can be up and running for $400 worth of tools in most cases, and your van could be $1,000 beater, and that's totally legit. Like I said, I have other videos sharing your van versus your car, what you're selling out of and what you're performing the work in. Two totally different things, and the customer does not care if you show up in a busted truck. I'm being 100% real, it doesn't matter. So $1,000 truck, $400 in tools, you're in business, you're good to go. And finally, low competition. Huge, huge pro. You could be like a B-level player, but dominate your marketplace just because your competition sucks so bad. Ask everybody in my marketplace, dude. I dominate because my competition sucks, and that's it. I read the comments in here. I'm not that great of an installer. B-level player taking over. So that is a huge perk to running your own carpet installation business. Let's get into some of the negative stuff that comes with your own carpet installation business. It's labor intensive. It's going to destroy your body. If you don't take the money you're making and put it into solid investments, not Bitcoin, other good investments that are going to go ahead and grow for you and they're solid, you could actually touch them, real estate, land, things of that nature that you can go ahead and trade up on, create passive income from, keep your money growing. If you're not keeping your money moving and growing for you, you're going to be the old dude that you see at the mill there, just beat down, knees destroyed, back destroyed, and he's still kicking rug because he didn't put his money up. Super labor intensive, destroys your body, so keep that in mind. You have to prepare for that. There is an expiration date on your body when you do flooring. Next, one of your vehicles has to be a work truck. Now, I know that's not a huge negative thing, but it sucks. You do have to always own a work vehicle. Me personally, I don't like it. That's just a personal negative part to the business. I want to drive what I want to drive, and I have that option. I have cars and all that, but at the same time, I don't want the work truck in my driveway. I'd rather deal without it, but you're always going to have to own a work truck when you're in the trades. It just is what it is. Let's see here. Next, as Mark Podolsky says, solo economic dependency. If you're not working, you're not getting paid, so you got to keep that in mind. Now, you can always hire help and expand, but if you're not babysitting, in most cases you're losing money. And I hate to be that person. I try to always stay positive, but the reality is when you expand out into other teams and you sub out all your work, a lot of stuff can happen and you lose a lot of money cleaning up these messes. So that is a downside to the business. You kind of have to stay in the driver's seat to stay highly profitable. Just the reality of the business from what I've seen, 20 plus years in it. Let's see, we got, you're just destroying your body. Now, I already just covered that labor intensive, but you're getting cut daily. Your hands are chewed up, your arms are chewed up, your knees are all burnt up. So things to keep in mind. I mean, I said it's labor intensive, but it's abusive on your body. So at the end of the day, put that money up that you're making and roll it into things so your money makes money while you sleep. Let's see. Right there with the money, another con, you're responsible for your own retirement plan. There's no Social Security from companies or IRAs or anything like that. You have to be financially responsible. Not that that's necessarily a negative thing, but most people don't want to know. They just think it's going to show up in your retirement, it's going to be there. You got to plan for that. You got to learn about money, study money, and I'm going to cover a lot of that on this channel as well. Actually, if you have any questions about that, I love talking on that. Comment below and I'll point you in the right direction of some of the people that I've been mentored by to watch my money grow while my business expands. And finally, the final con, there is a need for an exit strategy. If you don't have an exit strategy in place, you're going to just find yourself flat out burnt out. Like even when I broke my arm, if I didn't have other income streams, my lifestyle could have been damaged by that. So, it's one of those things you have to think about. You have to have exit strategies. You have to take your money and move it into other income streams. So just additional things you have to think about when you're running your own carpet installation business. But without a doubt, the pros outweigh the cons all day long. The cons are more of a to be aware of and just create a hedge in your life to protect yourself from the cons that come with the business. So, any questions about starting your own carpet installation business, comment below. I'll create a video, as you know, answering the questions for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you on the next video.